some of the tight-knit resources in the Liberty Square neighborhood on the west side of Baltimore. That, right where I am, is BCCC, Baltimore Community College. Has one of the best community college nursing programs. A lot of their students often end up transferring to Coppin, which is in the walking vicinity of BCCC. So this is the Main Street Wabash we're about to come up on. My favorite car wash. This is where I get my braids done. Angie's VIP Salon. She's an amazing braiding technician. You have one of the oldest Methodist churches, Mount Zion, right on the corner of Liberty Heights and Wabash. The boundaries for Liberty Square, and it's funny because the name of the community is Liberty Square, but its boundaries actually make a triangle. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come up and around and show you how we connect. We are a walk away from the beautiful Ashburton community. So Ashburton is one of the anchoring adjacent communities to Liberty Square. A beautiful neighborhood. I'm going to turn right on Dorchester. These homes are gorgeous and are in high demand. These are single family homes. Some are Tudors, some are colonial. It's not a cookie cutter neighborhood. These houses are huge. 4 bedrooms for many, 3 for a few. And right in front of us is Lake Hanlon, Lake Ashburton, actually. This is the Hanlon Park border, and we are going to turn. They are finishing up a tank project, which was to improve, to take the water from being, I believe, above ground to underground. Thank you very much for letting me over. See, we still got charm in Baltimore. And so now I'm headed back down Liberty Heights. So Liberty Square's boundaries are from Park Circle. They come over to where Wabash is, and then down to the Mondawmin area. It is a very small community. About 770 residents live in the Liberty Square community. It's home to Druid Park, Parks and People. We're part of Greater Mondawmin. Greater Mondawmin Coordinating Council is an umbrella community association that the Liberty Square community falls under. So we are going to pass BCCC. BCCC has a program for graduating seniors where they can get their degree pretty much free. What is an amazing advantage of living in Liberty Square or the adjacent communities like Ashburton or Panway, which we're going to show you. You can get a complete education from elementary all the way up to a doctorate, because you have Coppin State University, wonderful HBCU. Look at these wonderful homes on Liberty Heights. And there's one for sale. Many of these have gone under renovations. These homes are averaging coming on the market at $280. I think there was a sale of one at $320. And this is Mondawmin. Mondawmin is under a facelift, and as we make this right, behind me is Liberty Square. Right now we are traveling into the Panway community. So Liberty Square is nestled at the north. It's bordered by Ashburton, an affluent neighborhood, a historic black neighborhood on the west side. Beautiful homes. To the west of Liberty Square, you have Panway. Panway is a small community, and as you can see, these homes right here are directly across the street from Mondawmin. Mondawmin is under construction. The village at Mondawmin is a coming attraction that is supposed to feature health services, resources for the aging population, and commerce. We are looking forward to the improved retail services that were in the design that's supposed to be coming. So we're coming around Panway. And remember, I told you you can get a complete education on the west side of Baltimore. This is the historical black college and university, Coppin State. Coppin has an amazing track team. Shout out to Lawrence Gibbons, track coach. They're doing great things. So this is Coppin. Their newly renovated athletic complex has a lot of community dance programs. They advertise them, and I can walk across the street. If you live over here, you can walk across the street and take a community dance class, a community art class. So we have wonderful resources. And again, I said I was going to show you all of Baltimore. And I am going to find the bright spots, even in some of the not so bright spots part of Baltimore. So again, we have the historic Frederick Douglass School. My grandmother went here. My mother graduated from here. And as you can see, it is being renovated. A full facelift of a historic high school on the west side of Baltimore in our own community. This is the Mondawmin area. Greater Mondawmin. The field right there across from the houses. You could come to the field and exercise. You have the entrance to the Shoppers grocery store side of Mondawmin. So you can go grocery shopping before going home, and you do not have to have a car, which is an amazing advantage of living where we live at and on the west side of Baltimore. Mondawmin houses a major transportation hub. You have the subway, you have buses, major bus hub, as well as you can take the subway straight down to like a 5 to 7 minute subway ride to Penn Station, which means if you work in DC, you want to be on this side of the city, and people are recognizing it. All right, so we left the Panway, part of the Panway community. This is Greater Mondawmin. This is to the south of Liberty Square. This is one of the neighborhoods that is under revitalization. It is getting a facelift. It is getting new interest. It is getting new investment. Beautiful trees and canopies, tree-lined streets, canopies with the medians that are absolutely gorgeous, frame the Greater Mondawmin area. This is Gwynns Falls, and what we are going to do, we are going to go through Druid Hill Park, which is walking distance from the Ashburton community, directly across from Liberty Square, and we are now entering the Greater Mondawmin community of Auchentrolley. Again, Baltimore is a small city. We are block by block. So you could be across the street from somebody with different boundaries, a different zip code. And so it's just interesting to know how zoning works, how planning works, the 10-year master plan. I think those are things that in a small, big city like Baltimore are important for people to know. And as a realtor, it's important for people to know. So we're going to take a whirl around Druid Hill Park. This is one of my favorite areas for a photo shoot, the roundabout. And we're going to come around to the conservatory. There is electric charging capabilities within the park, as you can see. We're coming up on the Howard Rawlings Conservatory. Howard Rawlings is the proud father of Stephanie Rawlings Blake, one of the former mayors of Baltimore City, and a good friend of mine. Shout out to Stephanie. I hope all is well. So this is Druid Hill Park. And Druid Hill Park is often a great throughway to get from the west side of Baltimore to the east side of Baltimore. It's an amazing park to exercise, walk, run, picnic, commune, dance, swim, skate, play sports, tennis. And as the tank project at this park, similar to the Hanlon Park tank project, winds up, there are enhancements that are happening at the park. There's going to be a waterfront refacing. They're improving and connecting the pedestrian and walkable space. Bike lanes are being planned, which I think are wonderful for a park. You have, like I said, you have a high school, 2 colleges in the near vicinity that are, within the area. So it makes sense, especially if you're a college kid and you ride over to the park, because of the track team. And I know that they run and complete their training in the park as well. So we're just going to come around Druid Hill Park. So, quick recap. Liberty Square community is bordered by the Ashburton community. It's in close proximity to the historic affluent Hanlon Park community. It is bordered by the Panway community, as well as the greater Mondawmin communities of Gwynns Falls and Auchentrolley. Druid Hill Park is a gorgeous park, and the newly renovated park pool, swim, and water complex is a wonderful resource. Free Wi-Fi there. You can bring your family, and this park is free. This park is free, so you can swim for free. So, Jones Falls is a waterway that runs below Druid Hill Park and the Jones Falls Expressway. We're going over the bridge now, which brings us to Remington. If we keep straight, we go into Wyman Park, which is on the back end of Johns Hopkins University. So Liberty Square, you can actually ride a bike through the park to Johns Hopkins University. We're going to make a right turn. If I made a left, I would be entering into the Remington community, but we're going to make a right because this is 83, a major highway, less than 5 minutes from Liberty Square. So not only can you get to DC without a car, but if you have a car, you could jump right on 83, and within 40 minutes you are in Pennsylvania, going straight up 83. Or you could jump on 83 South and be downtown in less than 8 minutes. And even when there's traffic, it isn't a long drive at all. We're coming on the east end of Druid Hill Park. Now, I said I'm going to show you all parts. This is the construction that is happening. The community on my left is the historic Black neighborhood of Reservoir Hill. Reservoir Hill was the home of an amazing artist by the name of Robert Ware. You had well-known photographers, and it seems to be a magnet for artists. You have the Utah and Madison Street brownstones that are amazing pieces of property. So the reason I'm showing you this, and look, that's what's going on with Druid Hill, is all this development that is happening increases the property value. It's a little bit of a headache right now, but the investment in this area is being felt within the value of the properties. So we're coming around 83 on the side of Druid Hill, and we are going to head over to plug our truck in. And this was a bit of a lengthy video, but I wanted to show you all the accessibility and the tight-knit resources, walkability, access of Liberty Square. Location, 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 guys. That is what people are looking for. So as this environment is improved, invested in, and as people embrace the neighborhoods in this area, there's value for everyone. So thank you for coming along for the drive. And again, this is Kelly Wilson Bigelow of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Home Sale Realty. All right, guys, I'm gone. Peace.